Oh.
So, yeah?
Nothing. Just didn't get much sleep last night. It was you stomping around at 3 o'clock this morning.
Right, well, I needed the bog.
No, I'm not having a go. It's this old place, isn't it? Late at night, you can hear every little creak. Want some bacon?
I'll get some on the way to work.
But at least have a cup of tea with me.
Why, so you can keep an eye on me?
Of course not.
I told you, Mum, I've done nothing wrong.
I want to believe you.
Yeah? Well, if I'm so guilty, why was Chrissy arrested? Hey.
You apologise to Rakesh yet?
Let's forget about the last couple of days, eh?
I'll forget about it when you've apologised to Rakesh. And you mean it.
I will. You have my word.
Your word doesn't count for very much nowadays, does it, Dan?
You're my son. I don't want to keep falling out with you.
Really, because this keeps happening, doesn't it? You tell me how much you care, and then by the end of the day, you're having a go at me again.
Not today, I promise. I promise.
Thanks, Bob. Cheers. I'm assuming that you're in such a good mood because you've heard about Chrissy.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm not surprised. Most violence is domestic. Do you want a hand with that?
You offering to help?
I don't mind supervising. Excuse me. This lot needs to go inside. Don't just stand there. Any language they understand. So, are you going to give me a tour of your new shop?
Late night, was it?
Something like that.
I'm off to the hospital. Are you all right opening up?
Sure. How is he?
Not good. I keep praying he'll wake up. But that's daft, because he's in an induced coma.
Well, you take all the time you need. I've got things covered here.
Thanks.
Hi, you busy? Thought maybe we could have breakfast together.
I'm going to see Robert.
All right, well, give him my love, won't you?
You could do that yourself if you went back to visit him.
It's difficult. I'm sort of caught in the middle. It doesn't mean I don't care.
I suppose you've got your hands full with Lawrence.
How do you mean?
Oh, haven't you heard? Chrissy's been arrested.
Well, what's she done now?
Attempted murder.
Robert? No, she wouldn't.
She's got more reason than most.
Well, why didn't Lawrence tell me?
Maybe he realises how awkward this would make things.
This can't be right, surely. I mean, Chrissy's not a killer.
It's not that I'm condoning it, like, but if Dan played away and I had a gun handy, just saying in the heat of the moment, but for the grace of God and all that.
Dan has played away with Ali.
Yeah, but she was family.
Well, we're not sure that Chrissy actually did it.
She's got phone, though. Oh, hi, chicken. You come to see your granny?
Well, late brekkie, burnt old toast.
All right.
Actually, are you busy this afternoon?
I can probably fit you in. What, you have to wash and trim?
No, I don't need a haircut.
Well, you say that, but...
You're still all right for spending time with Carl, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
We're drawing up a rota to make life a bit easier for her.
Yeah, stick my name on it. Which I'll pop over at dinner time then.
Thanks.
Right, I'll see you in a bit, little man.
Oh, you've made her day. She's going to spoil him rotten.
You need all the help you can get.
I know. It's not like it's as much use, is it?
We've all got to pull our weight. Don't suppose you could have another word with Kane? Huh?
Well, I can try. But it hasn't done much good so far, has it?
Not yet. But I know in me gut that he cares about that little lad.
OK. Cheers, Bob.
There you are. I just heard. How are you? Oh, well, I'm here now. What happened?
Eric came forward and said that he saw her at the scene of the crime.
Well, why would he do that?
Oh, you know, he's had it in for Chrissy ever since the helicopter crash.
You don't believe him?
Well, whatever he thinks he saw, I refuse to accept that my daughter would shoot anybody.
Well, hopefully the police will see that. And she'll probably be home by lunchtime. She won't want to see you looking like this. Now, whatever differences we've had with our families, it's time to put them behind us.
Oh, I should never have let you go and see Eric. I didn't think that he would confirm my alibi, but I never expected him to do this.
Well, he's hardly impartial, is he?
Yes, but now everything points to me, doesn't it? I'm the wronged wife. They wouldn't have kept me in here if they hadn't made their minds up.
Well, Mrs. Sugden. Sleep well, I trust?
Hardly.
There's no need to hold her overnight.
She's the chief suspect in an attempted murder inquiry. It's reason enough, I'd say. Shall we continue?
This is a bad idea.
Just ignore him.
Alternatively, I could punch that smirk off his face.
We're here for coffee, that's all, Lawrence. Head held high.
2 cappuccinos, please, Bob.
How you doing, mate?
I'll be better when my daughter's released from custody.
Wouldn't hold your breath. Deserves everything she gets.
Chrissy wouldn't hurt anyone.
My wife is 6 feet under because of her.
To be fair, Eric, that doesn't mean that Chrissy shot Robert.
I saw her roaming around the village with something in her hand.
Did you?
Can you prove she was holding a gun?
Can you prove she wasn't? No, go on, hit me! That's enough! I'm sure Chrissy would love a bit of company.
This is about the helicopter crash, isn't it? She's in enough trouble as it is without you making things worse.
I told the police exactly what I saw. It's up to them what they make of it.
He's doing this out of spite.
He's upset about Val, that's all.
Well, you're taking his side.
No, of course not. But screaming at him isn't going to make him see reason. You need to find some way of winning him round.
Good luck with that.
Tell me about your husband and Aaron Livesey.
What?
They were having an affair, weren't they? Is that why you shot him?
I didn't shoot him, I've already told you.
You were at the village that night.
I was at the village hall and then I walked home. I was at the Humpback Bridge and I got a phone call from my dad. I was nowhere near the pub.
And yet we have a witness who says you were headed in the opposite direction, towards the place Mr. Sugden was shot. A witness that you admit bumping into. What did you say to him?
I can't remember.
You told him you wanted your husband dead, didn't you?
No, he's making that up.
Eric Pollard blames her for his wife's death. You already know that. He even attacked her with a cricket bat.
When was this?
A while ago. He broke into my house, smashed everything up and threatened to kill me.
Well, that's a serious offence. Why didn't you report it?
Well, I wish I had now.
Can you prove this happened?
Robert saved me from Eric.
That's convenient. The only man who can corroborate this is in a coma. What were you holding in your hand?
Nothing.
A gun?
No, how many more times?
You had possession of one, we've already admitted that.
It was stolen from my safe.
A theft we have no record of. All we know for sure is that a firearm has gone missing, and according to a source, you were the last person to hold it while threatening to kill Robert.
This is getting close to harassment. Now, you've taken her statement. Eric Pollard is a hostile witness. You need to charge her or let her go.
Interview suspended. 11:31. What, long?
What's going on?
No idea.
Peanut butter penguins, what the hell are they? There's no fun in funeral. Oh, fine, there is, but that's not the point. Will you just do me a normal buffet, please? Do it. I'm dealing with idiots.
You're a wedding planner. Why are you branching out?
Because the tragedy presented itself.
Don't you need qualifications to be a funeral director?
I'm only dealing with the social side of it. And if this lot let me down, I'll expect you to rustle up some sombre sandwiches at short notice, right?
Where am I going to find the time to do...
Know what I need to hear.
Hey, have either of you seen my dad? He said he might give me a hand getting the shop ready.
Thought you two had had words.
I don't quite know where I am with him, but I think Chrissy getting arrested killed some of his demons.
Every cloud, eh?
Yeah, well, whoever shopped her to the police has done us a massive favour.
Ah.
Ah, what?
Well, hasn't he told you? It was your dad that went to the police. Yeah, he was in here earlier, loading it over Lawrence. He claims that he saw Chrissy on the night that Robert was shot, roaming round the village. And he reckons, right, that she maybe had a gun in her hand.
No. He's stirring things again. Do you know, I can't take much more of this. When's he going to pull himself together?
Your dad again.
Tell him I'm okay.
Hopefully you'll tell him yourself soon.
Interview continued. 12:03. Do you recognise this?
Yeah, that's my granny's bracelet.
The one you claim was stolen from your safe?
Well, I'm not claiming it. It was. Why? Where did you find it?
Near the pub. If you were walking away from the village, how did this turn up very close to the scene of the crime, in a place opposite your alleged journey home?
I don't know.
You were in a panic after shooting Robert and it fell off without you noticing, didn't it?
No, I mean, the thief must have dropped it.
Oh, the same thief that stole your gun?
I've already told you it wasn't mine. Lachlan found it.
You're making this up, aren't you?
No.
Where's the gun now?
I don't know.
We will find it.
I am telling you the truth.
There was no robbery, was there, Mrs. Sugden? You used the gun to try and kill your husband.
You have no evidence to support that.
Not yet. But we do have this placing you near the pub.
That's conjecture. You can't prove she was there.
Well, if she wasn't, why does she look so guilty?
I knew you were too good to be true.
How do you mean?
You! Try to get an innocent woman sent down for something that she didn't do.
If you're talking about Chrissy, she's far from innocent. You know that.
You can't just set somebody up to make yourself feel better.
I think you'll find I can.
So you admit it, you never actually saw her with a gun in her hand?
I saw something. It was dark.
Dad, you can't do this!
She has taken everything I ever cared about. I have nothing to look forward to. Let's see how she likes it.
And meanwhile, the real culprit gets away with it.
She's the most obvious suspect. Come on, I'm doing the world a favour.
Nah, you're being malicious. What would Val think?
She'd do exactly the same.
Well, maybe. At first, in the heat of the moment, but then she'd feel bad about it. Whereas you are out to destroy everything! And what for? To make everyone suffer till they're as miserable as you? What's that going to achieve?
Check him out. He's inherited my good looks, hasn't he?
Yeah, nice.
Nice. Is that the best you got?
It's a baby.
You wouldn't think that when you got one of your own, trust me.
And how's that going to happen?
What are you talking about? Loads of gay men have kids.
Yeah, well, not me. Besides, I bet you any money grows up and makes your life a misery.
Yeah, well, that's par for the course.
Oh, come on, Diane. Don't agree with him.
Sorry. Your baby's adorable. You're right to be proud.
Oh, what?
What's up now?
My mate, she can't pick up the scrap cars. The truck's knackered.
Well, when's it going to be fixed?
A couple of weeks, you reckons?
That's no good.
Hey, chill out, mate. There's loads of space in the scrapyard. You can work around it.
You need to have a word with Eric. Tell him to retract his statement.
What statement?
Well, he's told the police that he saw Chrissy with a gun just before Robert was shot.
Eric, are you sure?
What, you think he's lying?
Yeah, of course he is.
Eric wouldn't commit perjury. He's not that stupid.
Well, you've seen how he's been recently. He'd do anything.
I could say the same about Chrissy.
Lawrence is in bits.
Robert's hanging in there, if you're interested.
Of course I am. He's family, isn't he?
Exactly. At times like these, you need to ask yourself where your loyalty lies.
You can't just stand up in court and lie through your teeth. You'll get done for perverting the course of justice.
That's a risk I'm prepared to take.
Cheers, Dad. Never mind me, eh?
This doesn't affect you.
Doesn't it? Alicia and Jakey aren't coming back. You and Amber are the only people that I've got left now.
It's more than I have.
You haven't lost everything. Not yet.
What about seeing my granddaughter?
Well, that's up to you. You can, if you sort yourself out and start to think before you speak. Dad, there's still people here that really care about you.
None of them are Valerie. I miss her so much.
I know you do. But setting Chrissy up, getting revenge, it's not going to make you feel any better.
She needs to pay.
And she will. Look at the evidence against her. Her stupid behaviour caused the death of 3 people. Now she's already going to court for that. You don't need to do this.
You all right now?
Oh, you ill?
Something I've eaten.
Well, those muffins are fresh in this morning. I've had 3 of them right as rain.
Don't panic, Bob. I'm not going to be calling the Food Standards Agency. It'll be an egg I ate for my breakfast.
Oh, thank God for that. Not that I'm saying it's a good thing that you're poorly. No.
Certainly made my morning.
I'm sorry, I've not had a chance to return your call yet.
I have been mithered all morning by a funeral director. I thought we were supposed to marry people, not bury them.
Do you remember Katrina and Stefan, the Morris dancer and the skydiver? Well, Stefan dropped dead last week playing five-a-side. It's tragic, he's only 27. Anyway, apparently Katrina feels I'm the only person she can trust.
What do you know about organising funerals?
A lot more than I did 2 days ago.
You're such a chancer. Turning a wedding into a wake. A best friend into a jilted wife.
Do you know, not now, Megan. OK, I'm up to here trying to sort out our last client with no help from you.
We need to formally dissolve the company. Sell off the assets.
Yes, I know. Sam told me we will once I've buried Stefan. Hi, Katrina. How are you bearing up? Well, I spoke to Stefan's mum and she feels white might not be right for the funeral.
She is unbelievable.
Still, she's not going to be your problem for much longer.
I'll drink to that.
Come. Who let you in?
I'm here to talk, not fight. We're both fathers.
My offspring doesn't have blood on his hands.
Well, then you're very lucky. I've watched my daughter fall apart over the past few months, and there's nothing I can do to help her.
She doesn't need help. She needs locking up.
Well, I understand why you feel that way. If I were in your position, I'd probably want the same. Look, I had a lot of time for Val. That's why I became patron of her foundation. In fact, if it's all right with you, I'd quite like to make a contribution.
You trying to bribe me?
No, it's a gesture of respect. Look, I lost my wife before her time, too. I understand how you feel.
Don't patronize me. I want nothing from you.
Look, we both know that Chrissy didn't shoot Robert.
I saw her.
No, you didn't see her with a gun, and you definitely didn't see her pulling the trigger.
That doesn't mean to say she didn't.
I know my daughter. She wouldn't do something like this.
She's a murderer. Fact. As long as she stays behind bars for the rest of her life, I don't care how she gets there.
You can't play God like this.
Who's going to stop me?
I am. I have money, influence. And I can find some lawyers who will dig into your past and show just how small and petty you really are.
I have nothing to hide.
Oh, really? No ex-wife who died in mysterious circumstances?
What?
Elizabeth, wasn't it?
You know nothing about that?
Oh, I've heard the gossip. You're out of your depth, Eric. Now listen, you're going to stop lying to the police, or so help me, I'm going to find a way to destroy you.
Is that a threat?
It's a promise. You're not a big man, Eric. Back off while you still can.
Hello, this is Eric Pollard. I would like to speak to D.S. Hart, please.
Right. Grab your coat, wench. You've pulled. I'm taking you out for What's he doing here?
Joni needed a break.
Is this your idea of leaving well alone?
No, it's not just about you. Just thought it was time that he got to know us.
I'm thirsty.
I can get him a drink for you.
You know where the fridge is.
I'll be back in a minute, Poppet. Would it kill you to say hello?
I told you, I don't want him here.
You make time for Jack and Sarah.
They're family.
He's your son.
You don't get it, do you?
I think I do. You took advantage of a vulnerable teenage girl and you don't want to face the consequences. Look, I know how tough it has been since Kyle turned up. He reminds you of a time that you want to forget, but whatever mistakes you've made, it's in the past.
That is not what this is about.
You don't need to be scared. He's just a little boy that needs to get to know his dad.
Just leave it, will you?
Okay. But he's going to be here for the rest of the day. I promised Joni.
They found her bracelet near the scene of the crime. Well, how did it get there?
She has no idea.
Oh, God.
It proves nothing. They're just trying to scare her. They have no real evidence other than Eric and Chaz's statements.
Well, then why don't they just release her?
I'm working on it.
Yeah, we'll work harder.
Mr. White?
Yes, please. Come in.
Were you at the Grange B&B earlier today?
Yes, I went to see Eric Pollard.
What?
Well, I thought I'd try and speak to him, you know, man to man. Has he changed his statement?
According to Mr. Pollard, you threatened him with violence.
Oh, that's absurd.
And you didn't tell him to back off while you still can? Threatening a witness is a serious offence, Mr. White.
She's right. You could end up in prison.
Do you think I should phone Moira, see how Kyle's getting on?
You'll be fine.
I don't know why I let you talk me into this. He doesn't really know her. Or Kane.
Look, if there's any problem, they'll be in touch.
How was college this morning?
Oh, leave me alone.
Hey, that's no way to talk to Johnny.
Well, I was talking to my phone.
Oh.
Kieran.
Right. Hey, he better not be messing you about.
I don't really care what he does.
Come in.
It's me. Guess who's got chocolate chip ice cream?
Ooh, great. Pudding.
Where's Kyle?
Ah. He's gone to Kane and Moira's.
What? It's all been arranged. I've took the afternoon off work.
I should have phoned you.
Yeah, you should have.
Zach reckoned it was a chance for him to spend time with his dad.
Kane's not even bothered.
That's what I said.
I've just spent a fortune on nibbles. But you'd rather he spent the afternoon with a bloke that doesn't even care if he exists. Cheers, Joni. You're a real pal.
Sorry. Didn't think she'd take it that bad.
Well, obviously she's going to take it that bad.
Seem to be winding everybody up today, huh? Hey, Alfie, huh?
Oh, hello. Stay away from Mr. Pollard. Next time it won't be a warning.
Yes, officer. Thank you.
A warning?
Lawrence had to go at Eric.
What, again?
Again?
I never laid a finger on him.
You just admitted to intimidating him. I mean, how stupid can you be?
Is your daughter being accused of attempted murder? Eric could have made all this go away. All he had to do was tell the truth.
Well, it's a bit late for that now, isn't it?
Honestly, Lawrence, what was threatening Eric ever going to achieve?
I'll do anything to keep Chrissy out of prison.
Yeah, well, hopefully the police will soon realise that she's innocent.
Yeah, what if they don't? And what if she can't prove that she didn't do it? She's already been blamed for the helicopter crash. If she goes down for this as well, she could get 20, 30 years. Oh, I'll be long gone by the time they let her out.
Let's not think like that.
Yeah, well, I've been in prison. Things happen.
Lawrence?
Unspeakable things. Things you can't even imagine. I can't let Chrissy go through that.
What things?
You don't want to know.
Yes, I do. Tell me.
me and Vic, we made him a video, you know? All the sights and sounds of the village.
Oh, well, he'll see him for himself soon enough, won't he?
Yeah, I can't wait to get him home.
Hey, be careful what you wish for. Our Carly was a nightmare, screaming her head off all night. Yeah, 6 months it was before I got a wink of sleep.
Yeah, but then she stopped, right?
No, bought myself some earplugs. See you in a bit.
Belle, where have you been hiding?
Just college. Priya should have told you.
Right, well, you could have told me yourself if you answered my text.
Well, I've had classes.
Right, okay, well, look, I know you're upset about yesterday. It's just, you know, it took me by surprise.
It's fine. I don't even know why I said it.
Well, look, I'm dead flattered.
Don't be. I tell people I love them all the time. It's really not a big deal.
Belle.
Men like me. We were targeted.
Being gay.
I'd have served longer if I hadn't agreed to aversion therapy.
They tried to change you.
No. People told me that I was perverted. So I wanted to be made better. But they locked me in a room, gave me drugs to make me sick. Vomit. There was no bucket, no toilet. They left me in their room for days on end.
That's barbaric.
And then they attached electrodes to me and showed me pictures of young men and women. For the men, they gave me electric shocks. They tried to cure me. You see, in their eyes, I was repulsive, disgusting. In the end, I had no idea who I was anymore. I even thought about ending it all.
How could anyone be treated like that?
Took me years to get over what they did to me. I'm not sure I ever really have. Now, Chrissy and Lachlan, they know about my time in prison, but they don't know the details. Now, they must never know.
She would never have to go through what you did.
I can't bear the thought of Chrissy being locked up. Not when I know she's innocent.
I thought it was going really well.
Yeah, so did I.
Well, some blokes are just tricky to handle. You know, it sounds to me like you need to take things more slowly.
You jump into bed with guys all the time.
Well, I'm no great example.
No, but you are. You, Chaz, Charity, you all make it look so easy. Maybe I'm just not sexy like that.
Oh, Belle, yes you are.
So why doesn't Kieran love me?
You've only been together for 5 minutes. It doesn't work like that.
Why not? I love him.
You're 16 years old. You shouldn't even be thinking like that. If Kieran can't see what a catch you are, then sack him off.
I'm never going to feel like this about anyone else.
You will walk into a bar, see some lad or someone that you meet at college, say, and you will wonder what you ever saw in Kieran.
Will I?
They will be falling over themselves. Listen, my advice is take things slowly, have some fun, and worry about happy ever after when you get older.
What are you doing here?
Gonna have tea in the cafe, my treat.
Ooh, sounds good to me.
You follow me around or what?
No, Kyle's hungry as well.
Why is he here?
No idea. Come on.
Kyle, no!
Hi, I wonder if you can help me.
There's a queue, love.
Sorry, I just need to...
Well, whatever it is you need, wait your turn.
220, thank you.
Now you can fill your boots.
He's rude.
Yeah, you're not the first person to notice that. How can I help you?
I'm looking for Tennant's cottage.
Small world. You've just met the landlord.
Kane, don't. It's my fault. I should have stopped him.
No, it's Kyle's fault. He knows the rules about traffic. What have I told you about running into the road, you naughty boy? Oh! Where would I be if anything happened to you?
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Well, he ran into the road.
It was no excuse, you do naughty kids.
Kane?
My mum always used to slap me.
Well, she shouldn't have.
Oh, no, needed to if you hadn't turned your back on him.
What, you're blaming me?
Kane, just leave it. It's fine.
No, it isn't. You ever hit him again, you'll have me to answer to.
Don't you lecture me. I thought you wanted nothing to do with him.
I don't. Right, sack the calf, we're going for a burger, come on.
How do you put up with him?
By learning to read between the lines.
Layla, a funeral director. What next? Edna running mobile discos.
Oh, you're not bothered, are you? You're selling up to Molly.
Yep, I'll soon be rid of her. The sooner I'm out of here, the better.
Yeah, what? There's no rush, is there?
Nothing to stop here for, have I? Can I help you?
Megan Sharma.
Megan Macy.
Since when?
I don't want anything from that man.
Macy, right. I'll change our records.
What records?
Sorry. I'm Davina Bainbridge, community midwife. I was told in the cafe that this was where I'd find you.
Have you been talking about me?
Well, of course not. I was in the area, so I thought I'd...
Hunt me down for the whole world to see.
No. I've just started. I wanted to introduce myself and book you in for your first appointment.
I'll phone and make an appointment. Now, can you leave now, please?
Right. Sorry to disturb you.
That wasn't very nice. She were only being keen.
Well, what if Jay had seen her?
Oh, I'll tell you exactly what it is. Jealousy. Because I'm young and glamorous and she's old and got a stick. I have a little serve her right if I call her bluff and refuse to see Kyle ever again.
Good idea.
Yeah, you'd love that, you lot. Well, Kyle is just as much mine as he is hers. More so, if you ask me.
Kerry, give your gob a rest. She just wants our Kane to get to know his little boy.
Well, he wasn't bothered about getting to know my Amy when he got her up the duff. Why is he going to be bothered about a sprog? Aye, that's why he just walk away, very sympathetic.
Same again?
No time.
We shouldn't be falling out.
It's hard not to when you're convinced I shot Robert.
Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I am. But I can't help but being worried after the way you've been behaving.
Yeah, well, do you know what, Mum? You can think what you like. I'm sick of blaming myself for stuff. People get what they deserve. I don't see why I should feel guilty about it.
Exactly. It's time to move on.
Yeah.
A bit harsh on Chrissy, though, if she didn't pull the trigger. Love, I really hope you're telling me the truth. I want that more than anything.
I am.
Good. Because if you aren't, I know you, and you won't be able to live with yourself.
How's Kyle?
He's fine. Quick slap on the leg never hurt anyone, did it?
Been a long time since you brought up a young kid, ain't it? I used to give the older ones the odd whack, but, well, I never raised hand to Belle.
Maybe I was a bit hasty.
Well, easily happens.
I wish Kane was so understanding. He was ready to report me to social services.
Oh, I'd never do that.
So why'd you have a go?
Well, it's a touchy subject, really. See, our Shadrach, he used to beat the living daylights out of him. So, in a way, it's a good sign. I mean, him being protective towards his son.
It's about time he decides whether he wants him in his life or not.
Oh. Well, happen he's starting to think that way himself.
If you're going to charge me, then I want my solicitor present.
You're going home.
What?
Someone else has confessed to the shooting.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, I really thought for a
Thank God.
So, who did it?
Lawrence, what the hell has got into you?
I don't need you here.
Oh, you do. You're confessing to a crime you didn't commit.
I know what I'm doing.
I've read your statement. You just cobbled together everything you've heard about this case. Now, you need to retract now before this goes any further.
Can't do that.
Listen to me. Your statement is riddled with inaccuracies. They will see through that and just assume you're trying to get Chrissy off the hook.
She didn't shoot Robert.
Nor did you.
How can you be so sure?
I know you.
No. Nobody really knows me. Things I've been through, the horrors I've experienced. I wouldn't inflict those on anyone, least of all my daughter.
Lawrence!
I know what I'm doing. Robert destroyed Chrissy's life. I couldn't take it anymore, so I shot him. Now, those are the facts.
I thought you were turning over a new leaf. Lawrence has been cautioned by the police, thanks to you.
He attacked me.
Did he really? Well, I don't see you covered in bruises. And according to Rakesh, he was just trying to talk to you.
If you've come to have another go, don't bother.
Who else is going to save you from yourself?
I don't need saving. My life is over now.
Why do you keep thinking like that? I'm trying to help you.
Can you bring Valerie back from the dead? Nah, of course you can't. Nobody can. Why should I be the only one to suffer?
This isn't the answer.
Works for me.
Dad, you're out of control. Can you not see that? This needs to stop right now.
It stops when I say so.
No. No, it doesn't, because I can't just stand back and watch you do this. So, you either go to the police and tell them that you were lying about seeing Chrissy with a gun, or I'll do it for you.
Go on then. There's the phone. I won't even charge you for a call.
Don't think I won't.
Of course you won't. Because you're spineless. No wonder Alicia left you when she did.
What?
I bet she's on a beach somewhere, wrapped around some suntanned waiter. Who can blame her, eh?
This isn't about me.
Of course it is. You don't have a life, so you're desperately clinging to mine. It's sick. It's suffocating me.
Don.
You're weak and pathetic. And I'm embarrassed to call you my son.
Why do you keep saying that?
Is Uncle David going to cry?
Is that what you want? To reduce me to tears, so I run off and never come back? Well, forget it. You're not getting rid of me that easily.
What?
Yeah, are you or Jove out?
Northampton.
Cool, well, can you tell him that I've decided to go on that field trip?
Oh, good for you.
You're not bothered then?
No, of course not. It's not like I own you, is it?
Yeah, I'm not saying you do. The truth is, Kieran, I only sat with you because you fit.
Right, okay. I suppose I've had worse put downs.
I mean, we do like each other and that's good enough for me.
Yeah, me too.
And yeah, maybe I thought I was in love with you for like 5 seconds, but it's like Debbie says, you're not really worth getting serious about, are you?
Yes, exactly. That's what I've been trying to tell you. But anyway, we have fun, don't we?
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm going to be with my mates for a week, so we'll see what happens. Probably see you when I'm back.
Right, okay. Well, look, feel free to give me a call if you get bored with your mates or something.
Yeah, sure, if you want.
can't bother cooking. Spaghetti hoops on toast, do you?
Yeah, if you like.
Are you in a mood with me?
You shouldn't have had a go at that midwife.
I know.
She's only doing her job.
Who am I trying to kid anyway? I mean, I'm going to be showing in a few weeks.
You could always say you're sad and you've been eating too much.
I would if I could keep anything down. I was the same with Robbie.
You like her who's married to Prince William?
Hardly Kate Middleton, am I?
Give over. You're better than her.
How?
Well, you've got really nice hair. I like a girl with hair.
Are you coming on to me, Sam Dingle?
Why'd you say that?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, right.
I could do worse. You are one of the nicest blokes I've ever met. And I'm going to miss you. I mean, who else had time for me?
Yeah, well, ain't right what you've been through.
Yeah. Well, all that's going to change now.
I meant what I said earlier. You don't have to rush off.
I do. It's only a matter of time before Jay suspects.
Hey. Oh, we got you this.
I thought I wasn't invited.
Double cheeseburger.
I'll have it later, love, thanks.
All right, come on, you. Homework.
Do I have to?
You promised.
You see, this is what I don't get. You're like a dad to that boy. You love him to bits.
It's not his fault Charity dumps him on us.
Oh, and you leaping to Kyle's defence, that was you just doing your civic duty, was it?
I spent my childhood getting knocked about. No kid deserves that.
Look, it was just one little slap. Joni panicked.
Well, she shouldn't have.
Yeah, well, she's struggling to cope. No, no. Things get a bit too much for her. We could offer him a good home.
It's not your decision to make.
All right. You carry on pretending that you don't care about Kyle. You keep telling yourself that. You might even start to believe it.
Stay away from Mr. Pollard.
I'll make sure he does. What? You're releasing me?
For the time being.
I've just confessed to attempted murder.
You'd be surprised what people are prepared to confess to, especially when loved ones are involved.
What?
Whoever shot Robert Sugden is going to be brought to justice. No one can stop that happening, however hard they try.
So, does that mean you're going to rearrest my daughter? But she's innocent. Why can't you see that? Right. Then I meant what I said. Robert Sugden doesn't deserve to live. He's destroyed my family. And if they let me walk out of here, I'm going to finish what I started.
Stop saying that.
It's not a bluff. Robert Sugden's a dead man.
Fine. If that's the way you want it.
He's just trying to provoke
If you threaten
you.
to kill someone, I've got no choice. Lawrence White, I'm arresting you for threatening to murder Robert Sugden. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you fail to mention something you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
You listen to me. Chill out, pour yourself a glass of wine and have a good cry. I'll see you tomorrow. OK, bye. Right, don't kick off. I've just volunteered you as a pallbearer. David. What's up? Oi. What's happened?
My dad.
What's he done now?
Disowned me.
Again?
For good this time.
I'm sure it ain't as bad as all that.
Ugh. You weren't there, you didn't hear him. He called me weak and pathetic. And
What? What is wrong with him?
he's grieving.
Can you please stop making excuses for him? We all know what a nasty piece of work he can be.
No. That was years ago. He changed.
I think that Val changed him. And now that she's gone, maybe this is who he is.
No, I'm not going to have that. I don't care how much he tries to hurt me. I'm not going to give up on him.
Oh, thank God you're here. I can't find my dad anywhere. His phone's switched off. Bernice hasn't got a clue. I mean, where is he?
He's at the police station.
But I was released hours ago.
That's not why he's there. He's been arrested.
What?
He admitted to attempted murder.
Oh, no, that's ridiculous. He wouldn't attack Robert. He's just doing it to protect me. You're going to have a word with him.
I've tried, but his mind's made up.
No, because he was locked up when he was younger, and he never talks about it, but I know that it nearly destroyed him.
I'm sorry. He's determined to prove he did it.
No, he can't go to prison. This is going to kill him.
Catch up with the brand new series of Downton Abbey on ITV Player at any time. Our coverage of the Rugby World Cup continues over on ITV4 now with France v Canada. Here on ITV, Carol Vorderman and a host of stars come together for the Daily Mirror Pride of Britain Awards 2015. Next.